sons, you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Boom.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shade my smile.
Today is May 14, 2021, and it's 4:49 a.m. This is video number 2, so I'm gonna continue. I bookmark a lot.
So we shall do what women do. We shall talk.
Okay, the UK media, Meghan changed Harry. Prince Harry, in my early 20s, I was a case of, quote, I don't want this job. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be doing this. Look what it did to my mom, end quote, Prince Harry. All right, everyone listen to Harry on this podcast. He is absolutely brilliant. All right, so that's that. A lot of people commenting that should ignore Harry and Meghan if they hate them so much. I guess they don't realize that the Sussex Squad are intelligent lot and none of their argument hold water, since we know the information and aren't just spouting nonsense. Well, he could have taken that decision way back then. Save us all from listening weekly interview by interview to someone saying they just want privacy and to be away from the press. What on earth does he think he's doing? I mean, he's been saying, I even have a video where he's saying he wanted a boundary. He keep on saying he wants his boundary where once he now this is my spin on it, when he does his public work, yeah, you could take pictures and you want him to dance, he'll dance. But once he's done with the public viewing, when he's at his comfort of his home and stuff like that, everything is done. Leave him alone. All right, who can be doing something like that all the time, 24/7, non-stop? People tell you to jump whenever they want you to. You can't say anything. You have no control of your life. He never said anything about privacy. There is a boundary. He's a public figure. when he's at his home, that's where the privacy thing here. And then when he wants to show you, I mean, Meghan explained that in that interview.
Chance my arm with a cheeky question. A bit like your mother, you are pursued every minute of every day by lots of people trying to take photographs, videoing, recording what you're saying, pushing. How can you possibly have a private life?
Cheeky question. You're right, that is a cheeky question. But Andrew, to be honest with you, sadly, that line between public and private life is almost non-existent anymore, and we will continue to do our best to ensure that there is the line. You know, we are completely aware that we're in a very privileged position, and I will spend the rest of my life, you know, earning that privilege and trying to bring a spotlight onto things and causes that really matter to me, and I hopefully matter to a lot of other people as well. Everyone has a right to their privacy, and you know, a lot of the members of the public get it, but sadly in some areas there is this sort of incessant need to find out every little bit of detail about what goes on behind the scenes. It's unnecessary. You know, I hope that people get to see me here in this Invictus role, you know, cracking on with the guys and mucking in and having a good time with them. And this is half my official role, but half my private role. This is what I enjoy doing. But the private life has to be private, and I hope people respect that.
All right. He could. Let's see here. There's 6 comments here. Let's see what some people are saying. They were clearly not speaking to you during their 3 on-camera interview. Guess what? They have privacy and can now choose it. And when we see their children or them. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought they were talking to all of us. And yes, they have privacy if they wanted it. Okay, but they clearly don't. What? I mean, they have work to do. They are public figure. They have work to do. So without their public figure, oh my God, these people are really okay. Let's see here. You clearly do not want to understand the concept of privacy, choice, and consent. His family deserve their privacy also. It's almost like if you start like that other tweet from video 1 where this person start asking him about his wife, and then all of a sudden he get all defensive and stuff. You don't know my wife and all of this. So but in the same breath, he feel like he has the right to talk about Meghan when he never met Meghan, just the perception of her. But the thing is that Harry is a public figure. He has dealt with a lot of big companies that need him to pretty much publicize them. Guess what? Once those companies done with Harry, they could let him loose too. All right, so he's doing based on the deal that he have. Wherever he goes under the contract, he's gonna mention whoever he wants to. All right, he's not gonna sit at home and in a corner just because you don't like what he's doing. All right, he has a family to feed. His, the kind of protection he was supposed to get, they took that away from him. So he has to make a living. I don't know what these people are thinking. All right, that little part of their brain is missing. My goodness. Okay, his family deserve their privacy also. Don't see them trashing this dastardly duo in public. They have protected all his mistake all his life. Okay, let's see here. Precisely. Okay, no, like the coward and rats they are, they choose to do it through their various lackeys in the media via closed source. I don't know about you, but we tend to respect people who can say it with their whole chest instead of being gossiping little bees. The thing is that, did they see some of the things that they've done to Harry back in the day? All right, all the stuff. Was it the brother made him choose the swastika, the Nazi uniform, and all of that, and then he gets to be blamed for it? But you then hear his part in the process. But anyway, you can't get to these people's brain. Okay, that's a different language. Next tweet. All right, let's see. Meghan Markle is really the scapegoat for everything, isn't she? All right, Harry knows the UK press are going to say something about this talk with Dax. He is expecting them to tear it apart. Okay, I think Meghan was able to see Harry needed help because she was probably the only person in a very long time to see him as a person and not just a prince. Thank you. I've said this before. Not in during that podcast thing, but in other old video. Meghan didn't see Harry as the prince and this and that. This is the thing here. People, when he's talking, and Meghan probably said, I think you should speak to somebody. And I think also this is and the comfort of his home where he's being himself. He was able to be himself with Meghan, and so Meghan was able to recognize that. But unfortunately, when you look at some of he did his best. I was talking about Meghan's mental health part, but Harry did the best that he know how. And this is another layer of why he didn't bring it to his family, because look at Harry, he needed help also. None of his family was able to tell him to go get help, but Meghan was able to say it. But when it comes to Meghan needed the help, guess what? Harry did what's best because he knows his family. I talked this about. This is another layer of it. Harry knows his family won't be able to help. And I think Meghan sent emails and stuff like that to get help. They didn't do anything about it. So knowing what Diana went through when she went to the Queen and asked for help, the Queen even said, what am I supposed to do?
But if Diana had hoped to get support from the Queen, she was sorely disappointed. According to the Princess, the Queen turned a cold shoulder to her appeal for help. The Princess described an emotional scene inside the walls of Buckingham Palace.
And I was sobbing, and I said, what do I do? I'm coming to you, what do I do? And she said, I don't know what you should do. The child is hopeless. And that was it. That was help. So I didn't go back to her again for help, because I don't go back again if I don't get it the first time right. And so over the years, Diana never talks to me. I never know what's going on. Silly girl.
So Harry did his best. His best was get my family out of there. Let me just get out of here. I'm seeing the sign. I'm seeing the repetition of stuff. It's gonna end up just like my mom. Let's get out of here. All right, this is the way he find to help Meghan. I've seen some other comment. When you look at those ET Canadas and go to the comment section, you see some people saying, oh, if he could get help this, how come he didn't do that for his wife and all of this? All right, I don't even bother go and respond and all of this. But the thing is that Harry did what he felt that was best. That's to get himself and his family out of the toxic. And plus, he said he'd been wanting to get out. That was his ticket.
Every single story, unfortunately, every single story was complete lies, which which it always is, basically, which is a shame. But
You ever wanted to do a column in the newspaper? But
I'd love to do a column in the newspaper. Article, right, this is what happened last night. No, this is what happened.
Last time that it was too risky for you to go back as a soldier.
More the fact that I think the media had said that they would never keep their mouths shut if I went and did the same job, so I'd have to do something different if I wanted to go, yes.
But you
know, I had a chat to them. I didn't send a letter of congratulations like most of the papers. How any of the papers think that they know the relationship between myself and my sister-in-law is quite remarkable, but they're wrong, as always.
In a very wet Britain, Harry joins his brother building flood defences. With the media following his every moment, Harry can't hide his irritation.
Harry, enjoying getting stuck in?
Not really with you guys around.
During his tour of Afghanistan, Harry's exasperation, even loathing of the press, has shone through loud and clear.
My father always says don't read it. Everyone says don't read it because it's always rubbish. I'm surprised how many people in the UK actually read it. I mean, everyone's guilty for buying the newspapers, I guess, but hopefully no one actually believes what they read, which I certainly don't. But yeah, of course I read it. If there's a story and something's being written about me, I want to know what's being said. But all it does is just upset me and anger me that people can get away with writing the stuff they do, not just about me, about everything and everybody.
And that mistrust of the press, I mean, how far back does that go? Is that something that's
I think it's fairly obvious how far back it goes, to when I was very small.
All right, they didn't know that. They keep on pounding at him. So he saw the opportunity. That was his best way. Okay, he has a perfect reason to get his family out, and then he took it and left. All right, every opportunity that comes, Harry's life, he takes it and make the best of it. All right, I knew as soon as he said Meghan made him realize he needed therapy, that the Devengers will turn it around to being fine till Meghan came along. That is true. Okay, they twisted everything, so I'm not going to go looking for them. As he said, concentrate on the good stuff. Yep, okay, so true, but I wish Harry wouldn't say things like that. I mean, he's being himself and he's speaking his truth. I mean, if you're thinking every time you're talking, you have to worry, oh, is this person gonna pinpoint whatever I said, then you will not hear the truth from Harry. All right, this is what I was saying. I think I said in the video one. Will the brother go on a podcast like this where they don't show him the question that they're gonna ask him, where he speak right off of his head, these kind of things? All right. So if he's pinpoint every little thing that he said, oh my God, they're gonna think this way. Nah, then it's not gonna work for him. Then he's putting himself back into the box that he was while he was over there. So he needs to speak his truth. As long as it's the truth, there's nothing to worry about. We already know this is the way these people are. They're not willing to change. Why should Harry change for them? All right, he just needs to speak his truth. All right, let me start the thing again. As soon as I saw it, that's what came to mind. All right, I knew as soon as he said Meghan made him realize he needed therapy, that the derangers will turn it around to him being fine till Meghan came along. They twisted everything, so I'm not going to. Okay, I read that already. So where is it? Okay, so true. That was the one I was supposed to read again. So true, but I wish Harry wouldn't say things like that. Saying things like that, even if it's true. I know Meghan has done so much for him to make him happy, but the paper will have it turned around, and once again, Meghan will end up the bad one. I know his heart is in the right place, and I feel for him. Yeah, I understand where she's coming from too, but the thing is that he can't be in that bubble again where he has to be careful and everything. I mean, as long he's tell his truth and tell his thing, and he doesn't have to worry about it. But once those other people cross the line, I mean, he does what he does best, call them to court. All right, and then what he's supposed to do? All right, it was Meghan who saw him going down the path. We all see the bedside of him, taking picture naked and doing all sort of things when he's in public. All right, where he feel like he could be himself. I mean, I don't know if it was a phase of anguish where he doesn't then give a shit about anything, where he does whatever he wants. And then Meghan was like, and this is the kind of life, by the way, the role, the clown of expert wanted him to be. But when Meghan saw it and said, I think you should speak to someone. All right. So at least Meghan guide him. Okay, it wasn't Meghan who spoke to him and said you have to change. Okay, Meghan saw a wrong and said, I think you should see someone for this type of behavior, or maybe certain things Harry was talking to her about, and Meghan was like, let's put a stop to this. I don't like the direction of this. This is what you should do. This is what some of his friends should tell him, but instead they go along with him because he's a prince. He can't be no wrong. That's that stupid mentality here. So yeah. So I think in my eyes it's fine. I don't care what the tabloids say, because he can't put himself in a box for every time he speaks. He's thinking, oh, what are they gonna say about it? All right, so maybe he could take that into a badge of honor and say, you guys saw me going down the wrong path. None of you told me to take the right road, but at least my wife saw it. And this is the thing too, maybe that's another level of things that made him love his wife, because he'd been wanting that, for someone to put a stop to his nonsense, to his BS. And then Meghan was not taking his BS, and Meghan was like, if you're gonna be with me, I don't want this toxic personality of you. Okay, so change yourself if you want me to be your wife or something. I'm just throwing things out. I don't know. Okay, so if you look at all the people around Meghan, these are all good people. Everywhere you turn, people who talk about Meghan are good thing. They even pay them to talk negative about Meghan. They can bring themselves to talk negative about Meghan because Meghan is that good person. So I'm pretty sure at some point Meghan was like, if you want me to stick around, this is where the aha thing for Harry come along, and then the prince thing then mean shit to Meghan. Meghan was like, if you want to be with me, all right, I like you, you're a nice person, all right, but this side of you, I don't like it. If I'm living with you and I'm gonna see this side of you all the time, I don't like it. Perhaps you should get some help. Let somebody make you realize of your negativity. Maybe we could be maybe still dating or something. I'm just throwing things out. Because if someone who knows themselves, especially when she was already married also, she knows the toxicity of things and said, I don't want to deal with that. Okay? So if, I'm just saying, if you want somebody, if you're seeing the bad side of them, why will you stick around? All right, and then if they're not willing to change, why would you want to stick around? I don't want that. If I see someone is so toxic, especially there's some people, when they drink, they become so toxic and all of that, and people still, stick around with them. When they drink, they become violent and all of this. They don't want that. They still stick around. So that would be on them. So if Meghan saw this side of Harry and said, I don't like this side of you, perhaps you should get help. Perhaps this is something that could be fixed, or you could see the other side of things. Meghan didn't tell him what to see. Meghan just told him to go see someone for that. All right, let someone else help you with that. All right, this is the thing here. So people need to understand, and Harry cannot be in the box. All right, for every step he thinks, oh, what are they gonna say about me? What are they? No, you can't do that. All right, as long as he speaks his truth, that's it. All right. Let's see here. I think he is past caring what the papers think, and he is right. We need to stop giving them the air too. All right, that's similar to what I was saying. Food for thought. One can't help but get involved sometimes. I need to be brave and not make comment. There's always but though. All right, I know I get so angry on here at times, even throwing my phone in the middle of the debate. What? I don't know. Well, you guys, whatever I'm seeing on Twitter here and I'm sharing with you, this is it. I don't know, many times I even forgot what I said in some of my videos. So, you can't really be that, I don't know. I'm crossing my, pray to God, I never get to a certain point where it consumes me too much. All right, but I'm sick of it. He is right with some of them. They are doing it for attention and will never agree with them. F them. That's right. Okay. They blaming her for the bad British weather and rain. Is she been accused of taking the son with her to California? Quit training. Give me back my son. What's happening now? Harry was a guest on Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard, where he talks about mental health. One of the things he said was that being with Meghan got him to realize he need therapy. Now the British media is tripling down that she's blaming for him leaving that toxic ass island behind. I mean, if those British media can't see they're wrong, that's on them. Let them destroy themselves over there, because I believe they were willing to stay over there, but they keep on pounding and pounding. He put out statement, leave my wife alone. I mean, he didn't say it like that, but to leave his wife alone, give him his privacy. But when I go in public, you could do whatever. He didn't even come out to take pictures with his baby. All right, like the other, his brother did, stand in front of the thing to take picture. He didn't do that. He wasn't playing his game. What is it? That wasn't the media wanted to have a conversation with Meghan? He's like, no, he wasn't playing this game. All right, this is his private life. Whenever he wants you to see it, that's it. All right, and we won't let that happen in the U.S. That's right. Okay, I mean, everything Harry said in the Oprah interview, we saw and heard him say, or to this day till depict as being said by her. So yeah, she wasn't there during this podcast, but they will find a way to say she said this and that when she didn't. Okay, the tabloid will pick her Vax Live pick. Okay, they have been trying to make her disappear by clipping away at her every minute on the day. Their mistake is to misunderstand the depth of love Harry and Meghan have for each other. Remember what I said about their foundation was set, all right, deep, all right, unknown concern to many. The Sussex rivers of love run deeper than haters' experience or knowledge. That is true. That's the power of love. That is true. I've said this. I think it's one of my video review for Finding Freedom, where their foundation was set, and if the British media then come in and intervene with their courtship, I think their courtship will stay much longer. Harry will still be doing a lot of things, that kind of privacy that they were doing. He will still be doing things. I think I heard in one of the, somewhere within the podcast, someone brought this out, where he went shopping with Meghan, but he pretend not to be with her, and Meghan is telling him to pick something he doesn't know what to pick. I thought that was really funny. I mean, these are simple things we take for granted. Going shopping, I'm sure now, well, with now people wear masks, so that's even good. He could go shopping. The thing that, I mean, I'm telling you, the pandemic is like a blessing in disguise for Harry and Meghan. He get to do the things that he always wanted. He probably been out so many times with his mask on, do the simple things that he wished to do with Meghan. Okay, now he's doing it. My goodness. Okay, let me move on. All right, Mr. and Mrs. Invictus. Okay, one of my favorite pics. Okay, let's look at the picture. There's this. Okay. Look at where his hand is. Even without noticing what he's doing, look where his hand is. Right there by her leg. Between her leg. But anyway, that's his wife. Hey, believe me, if the other ones who keep on going outside of their marriage were that touchy, and do those things, maybe they will need to go outside of their marriage. All right? Hey, it's yours. Do as you please. Let me stop. Let me not go there. I have so many more to share with you. Okay, one of my favorites. Okay, that tour was so damn magical. Love it. The type of PDA that drove them crazy. Yep. Okay, they are so cute. I want to be their aunties and night them things. All right, goodness, she was so tiny here. Okay, second pic is one of my favorite pic of them. I love this. So love this couple. The second pic, that's this one with his hand up right there. All right, next tweet. All right, Dominic Queen, was it again? All right, you are only 22. Call us when you have lived enough to know what pimping is about. What is it, Dominic? Okay, Meghan Markle pimping out Duchess of Sussex title to sell her book when she can't stand this country has to be one of the most opportunistic things ever. What the hell? Are these people blind? Did they see what they were doing to her? Okay, I can't believe I was duped into believing she was a victim. Did I spoke about her before? Who is she? Is it one of those people who got those thingy that the queen be giving? But no, she looked much older than that, the one that I took. Anyway, I'm not gonna try to understand. Right, these people seem too simple to understand how royal titles work. That's quite literally now her and Harry's legal name since they wed. You can't pimp your own name. Nah. Okay, another one file, huh? Meaning another stupidity is on file to show their true self. Okay, just look at her profile. The girl already sold her soul. She tap dancing for her massa. I don't have time for her kind. Alright, yep. At no point did either Meghan or Harry say anything about hating the country, his family, or anyone for that matter, but since reading, listening, and comprehension skill aren't taught anymore. Okay, I saw her tweet days ago and it made me feel deeply sad and sorry for that young girl. She literally think to be accepted by the colonizer, she has to kill another black woman humanity. Wow. This is why I don't follow a lot of people. I don't see this nonsense on my timeline. Okay, just black after I realized she is performing for others. Oh, see, I didn't even know. Okay, had her black a long time ago. She's a Jamaican Tory, and after what that country did with the whole Windrush, and that's a whole other level of clownery. For me, her tweets are so far gone. Okay, when it's her turn, you see who's gonna come to her rescue. Okay, I can't deal with her. She is too young to understand. I had to just block her. I don't need to follow a lot of people. But anyway, so I guess she's a young person. All right, next tweet. All right, yes, Harry, I'm going to make a cup of tea and have a listen. Omi did that. Tell people about that, I guess. Prince Harry is a guest on Daxter Shepherd this week, talking about his approach to mental health issues, acknowledging unconscious bias, growing up with privileges, and how healing it is to perform a service for someone. Listen, so that's this one. Let me bookmark it again. I'll go back into that. All right, thriving. Harry said he wouldn't have gone if he knew it was over his garage. Really? Did he say that? Interesting. I mean, that's what happened when you're working on home. Why create more space? Really? I don't know. Let me see what some of the people on the Omid says. Let me bookmark this one. Alright, that story is so inspiring. People think being rich immune a person from mental health. how wrong they are. Even Dax love and respect Harry's personality. It's a very educational piece. So glad Dax called out the British tabloid. Let's hear a meltdown. Hour and 36 minutes. Hooray, can't wait to listen. Alright, that is what I thought. Going to lay on my lounge and with my eye closed and pretend they're in my lounge room. This is serious great. Prince Harry is a brilliant man. The people's king. Just love the way the raw honesty of this. Cursing and all. Honestly, authenticity, brilliant. Thank you for posting. Harry is so intelligent and articulate. I'm laughing because he just says some cursing here. Alright, it's obvious he's done a lot of research in the area of mental fitness. And the thing too, I think it was Oprah on the, is it Ellen or Drew Barrymore? I think it was Ellen. When she first met Harry and the conversation, he said like, what is it? Oprah complimenting Harry for some of the work he has done and things like that. And then Oprah said something. She's working. I think Oprah asked him 2 questions, something about his life or something like that. And he said mental health, and there was something else. I forgot what the other thing is. And then Oprah told Harry that she's working in a documentary. And then about mental health, and then she started walking away, and then Harry came back and stopped her and told her that if he needs any help, he'll be more than happy to help her with that. And then Oprah took a step back and walked back and said, oh, and this is how that Apple TV thing come about. It's through that small little conversation. I'm telling you, Harry, whenever he see opportunity, he let it be out. He let it be known. All right, that's the thing here. And then Oprah took him on his offer. All right, so with those things, like when I said when Harry goes to one of those cutting ribbon kind of thing or those charity things and people is talking to him, he's listening. All right, he's listening. He learned. I mean, sometimes you don't have to have a degree to know about something. People always feel like you have to have a degree to know something. Yes, to a certain extent, yes, having a degree is good to at least the person you're talking to have a confidence you did the right, you went to schooling to do all of that. Let's say I pick somebody out there who have probably cutting chicken, who been a butcher, who I could say, oh, since you're a butcher, come and operate me, come to take this particular part of my body out. No, but it's just to show you, you just have to be open-minded when you see certain things to embrace or reject certain things. So with the head fits thing that he did over there, I told you, I knew he was the mastermind in this. So he's been talking to experts about this for quite some time, and he took it literally seriously. So when he come across people who's doing something under some of the thing he's passionate about, so he advertise himself, he offer himself, and then he knows Oprah is a big influencer. All right, it's huge. Oprah is mega huge when it comes to entertainment and all of this. So the minute he heard that and said, hey, if you need any help, I'll be more than happy to help you. I'll be your service. And then Oprah took him on it. And then this is how that Apple thing come about. All right, let's see here. This is such a good listen. The Duke of Sussex is such a great communicator. He is at ease, honest, and his sense of humor shines through. No wonder many want to work with him. Nice one. Okay, Harry trying my patience, giving clicks to other podcasts while we wait our audio. So that's where some of these things that I spoke out in video 1. Okay, Scobie, if he offers to come on your podcast without a new episode on his own, do the responsible thing and tell him no. Tell him no, thanks. Still, I'll take one of the team by listening to this. Now I feel like Spotify owe him a commission or something. As Dax said, they're moving to there. Okay, so all of this is promotion thing. All right, let's do one more here. Okay, his emotional growth combined with his growing confidence engaging others on hot topics is fab. Too often the family seems superficial addressing hot topics. You can tell Harry has dug in and know these topics as he become a resource and advocate for others starting this journey. Yeah, I mean, he said that as long as he is passionate about it, he could teach himself those kind, and then he's seeing professionals. That's probably professors. What is it when he and Meghan went to one of those universities somewhere in California to talk to those experts? There's people who's paying thousands of dollars to be in these people's presence, to listen to them, to teach them. So he took the time going over there. So he is talking to people, and he retained the information. So when he needs them, he could let those information out. Okay, so how is that he could get help for his, oh, that's where I saw it. Look at this. Okay, so how is that he couldn't get help for his wife when she had suicidal thought, was 5 months pregnant? He was too embarrassed, and they went to an event that evening. Why should he have any credibility? Let's see what some people, and I think I respond to that. Okay, he did what he did his best. Then he took his family out, and then, you know, going to the Queen is, you know, Princess Diana have shown, and then we know there were emails that being sent to HR. Nobody was willing to help, so they did the sensible thing. All right, so he did what he knew what he could at the time, and then eventually got his family out of there. So he did his thing. All right, let's see here, because the monarchy is trying to create a facade of perfection. Everybody behind the palace wall are perfect, so they don't want people to know, oh, Meghan went to a council, or they went to mental health. No, everything is perfect. They are perfect. There can never be anything wrong. None of that. So they held them back from getting the help. So when push comes to shove, different issues, different topic, everything that Meghan does is a problem. Everything that he did is a problem. So guess what? He did what he does, what he knows best. Get out of there. All right, so he did his thing. He answered that. All right, let's see here. She did go back to listen to Oprah interview. A close friend of Princess Diana, who is a therapist, is the one Harry and Meghan turned to. Yeah, that's right, but I didn't know she was a therapist. All right, so that's another thing too. Yeah, why do you think Harry and his wife are out? There it is, out of the institution and the country. Harry's help is very distinct from all the other royals above him. Okay, interaction, some of them are hypocrites, shouldn't talk about mental health and early childhood when they didn't help a pregnant woman. Amen. Or someone is triggered, maybe. Okay, if you listen to the podcast, you'll know her thing is always good. I always, whenever I come to her comment, okay, they actually a great conversation to listen to. I was calm and relaxed and down to earth. All right, let me go to the next one. Okay, it's the part where Harry says that he wanted out of the royal family for decades, and he mentioned being motivated by the thought of making Diana proud. That's the thing. Yep. Okay. Oh man, will she be proud? Okay, Diana is very proud because she died trying to leave the royal family. Him leaving is making her proud. I'm old enough to remember when Diana did want out of the royal family, so yeah, she may be proud. Okay, of course he did. That's a big part of Meghan's appeal. Otherwise, he will have married someone from the nobility, which he's been saying for decades, and no one would listen. Harry continued Diana's life work. We love to see it. All right, next tweet. All right, let's see. This one was nice. The world is not ready for Princess Vanessa Montecito. Oh my God. Let's see here. Baby girl Sussex is going to be stunning. Let's see here. My goodness. Completely different walks of life. Completely different walks of life. And then bam, perfect match. He wanted out, and then she was the perfect person to see him as the person that he is, and then put him in his place. I don't care if you're a prince or whatever. I have self-respect. That's what happened when you have self-respect. You let a prince, okay, said, okay, you're more important to me. That's the thing here. Self-respect. That's the thing with Meghan. Self-respect. All right. I'll do certain things, but not to that extent. Okay. You know, give up her career, her TIG, from what I've heard, was a very good thing, and I feel bad that I didn't know about it. Plus, even I'm on social media, but I'm not that active. When was the last time I even touched my IG account? Not much. All right, so yeah, she gave all of this up for him, and now he's doing it in return, and said, "Yep, you're more important to me. You're my precious. Let's do this together." All right. He's like, until I meet my wife. And this is why when he was doing the engagement interview, when they say wife, okay, you met a new husband and his body all sizzling. Oh, that sounds good, right?
But also giving up your career.
He been wanting that. He just can't find the right person. He didn't want anybody to add to his mental health. So he waited. Oh my God, the sun is out now. I need to finish quick. Okay, really, Vanessa, conveniently dropping your name and there like we won't notice. Well played. See, it's natural fit. Let me go back and see what she said. All right, here, the well is not ready for Vanessa, Princess Vanessa Montecito. Oh, the squad are crazy with their tweets. All right, see, it fits that. It's a natural fit. Okay, Princess Baby Sussex is going to be the combination, handsome and beauty, magnificent perfection. Okay, that's a different language. Okay, I want her to be the first and only grandchild to look like Diana, just to so the royal family and press can't stay mad. You never know. You never know. Princess Diana, I'm telling you, I think Princess Diana is playing with those people over there. Probably like, you know, ghosts. And so and see Charles walking and decided to drop something in front of him, make him trip. Play dirty with them for, you know, do those things to her. Okay, Princess Ria is going to be beautiful. She really does look like Vanessa from the Tidal Mermaid in the picture. Okay, like Vanessa Montecito, cute. That's a different language. All right, next tweet. Okay, all right, let's see. Let's get to work because it seems like there's a lot of read. Okay, I chose to highlight the people who see value in the platform we have built against all ad. I have loved a baby because of this platform and the hate directly at me personally from so-called squad. I refuse to let a white woman who don't know us define us. All right, so these are the people who's trying to break the squad. This is the thing we need to get in our head. There's some people who join, occasionally they say some nice things, other things, you know, when the opportunity comes to bash each other and stuff like that. This is where we need to keep it straight. We know the original squads, all right? Like the Tina, the Page Master, Vanessa Nugent, that tweet that I just read. These people, we know the original ones. There's another one, I believe either a nurse or a doctor. Occasionally, she likes to post flowers and stuff like that. All right, so these are the original squads. We know who these people are. Don't let any newcomers come and divide us because they know we're strong enough. All right, let me read. It's amazing to me how a year can change someone. Who knew this time last year I would be in my room bored out of my mind, and one decision to be on YouTube and one recommendation will change my whole outlook and my hatred for one family. Before I hear a story about Meghan but won't really listen, as school and then a podcast caught my attention. Catherine the Great, CEO of Nothing. Okay, I went back and listened to older podcasts and found myself saying, yeah, they are horrible people. Thank you for broadening my horizon to people all over the world and sacrificing you guys' time and sanity for others. Hugs all around. Okay, what's this about? Okay. You two were and remain the foundation stone of the squad. You alone. Okay, so these are people who's talking about positively about the squad. Okay, you two were. I think this is the same thing. I didn't even read this. These are the things that I was saying. We know the original squad. We just need, whenever we have doubt, just go to them. All right. You have doubt about any other squad? Page Master, definitely. Tina, Michelle, Nugent, there's another, Myra, all of these, okay? Go to them. These are the hardcore squaddies, all right? You have any doubt with anybody that's new into the circle? Just stick to Page Master, Tina, Michelle, and V. Also V. I remember very well, V was one of her podcasts. She's saying, you know, create your platform. She was encourage other people to do more YouTube channels about the Sussexes. All right, I remember that very well. All right, let me read. You two were and remain the foundation stone of the squad. You alone viewed the landscape and knew that something was needed. You both created and made all the tools needed, and you toiled the soil. You made all the bricks needed and you started to build. Just the two of you and your spare midnight or early morning hours outside of your of your own daily lives. You laid the first foundation stone and knew that many more needed to be laid down, ready to support the network. You set the work, you set out on this brave and lonely journey, not knowing what each day will bring. You were sure of one thing: a black woman was out there in the middle of a hailstorm of racist hate and she needed support. So that's exactly that. So this is how the template of the squad began. That is true, okay? Same thing I'm saying, but in a better way. Okay, foundation stones started to appear in various parts of the world based on your original idea. And me, what I realized, this I've told you guys, when I started seeing the headlines, okay, I'm telling you, I was one of the royals. You tell me to jump, how high do I need to jump? But when I start seeing the consistent negative headlines about Meghan, and I'm like, who else is seeing what I'm seeing? That was my question. Why was this? Okay, I was asking myself question. If she's been in the US or Canada doing her thing all these years, and then all of a sudden she just went to the UK, and then the consistent negativity, why? I keep on asking myself, why? And then I had my Twitter since 2009, never post a damn thing. Maybe some other things here and there. That's my private one. Never post anything in there. And then I start looking and then seeing other squad were saying the same thing. And then it took me a while until I create this channel, PYT Entertainment. That's what it was originally. I wanted to be political, but it's been sitting there because I didn't find the voice of where to go. But from going, and I realized reading comment from Hugo's channel, V channel, and I'm like, the squad are saying something, but it feels like it needs some concrete thing. And I used to type a lot on Hugo's videos and stuff like that. And I said, but if I'm taking the time typing on my phone on other comments, why don't I just do this? And it's to that, educate myself, do a small little research here and there, and thank God I document them and show it to you. Some of my very early videos, these how the thing started. All right. And then you had V who was saying, create platform. At that time, I still didn't listen. I'm like, what voice do I have? I mean, you guys are already saying it, but the voice that I realized that I had was through Twitter, reading comments on Twitter, and I feel like some other things were missing. And I was going to leave that alone, but it's you guys who told me keep going at it because you're not on Twitter. And this is why you get everyday's tweets, because I'm on Twitter every day. And now I'm making it a habit, getting up early just to do those things for you. I mean, not only for you, but I view tweets, but if I want to record during the day, it's not the same. I don't have the same mindset in the middle of the day because I have to, family life, take care of the kids. They're doing Zoom thing, making sure they're sitting their ass, doing the classes. So I'm not that, how will I say that, in the zone to do those tweets in order for me to record. But before I was laying in bed, just go through my phone and things like that. But once I know you guys are not there, so instead of me viewing them and then whatever I'm thinking, saying it to myself, I rather get up and come and record them to you. And then you guys, so far, okay, occasionally some of you don't agree, but most of the time you go okay with it. All right, so that's how this part coming. All right, that's how my channel coming because you guys encourage me to do that. All right, let me continue. I'm sorry, way off. All right, the global network was born, united by a common thought of helping the vulnerable and being a force for good. 99% of the squad will never meet, but are united in the objectives. That is true. This person put it very well. Okay, Tina and Michelle, there they are again. You are blessed. And this network exists because of your effort, including the personal pain along the way. Thank you for all you do and continue to do. God bless you. That's exactly that. That's me saying it she put it in the perfect sense here. That's exactly that. All right, so this is what's going on Twitter, you guys. Okay, one cool Nana. Okay, can't say enough. Thanks to the two of you, phenomenal woman, and how you put together this amazing worldwide squad to fight the bullying and lies that was taking place against Meghan, Archie, and Harry. I have never thanked you for including me in those early days and the recorded birthday greetings sent to Meghan. I cried as I was listening and heard my voice. What a surprise. I don't know how I will have got through these COVID times without the lovely squaddies friends online. You two are phenomenal women. May every blessing come your way. When I read this last weekend, which was Mother's Day, right? To tell you, I didn't even know until I started getting messages on my phone telling me Happy Mother's Day. What happened? I got upset with my husband. We were supposed to go away as a family. So I was so pissed with him. I told him, just go. Just go without me and take the kids. When I'm upset, I'm upset. You don't want to get on my bedside. So I told him, go take the kids. So I had the weekend to myself. It was the best weekend I've had in days. I told my cousin that yesterday. On Saturday night with Vax Live and being on Twitter, reading the tweets, I had a blast. And I had my glass of wine. I feel like in my younger years when I was going out with my husband and stuff like that, we're communicating through Twitter and all of this and watching the Vax Live. You see Squad is talking nonsense, laughing. I felt like it was the best mother's gift to me. Okay, I really enjoyed that night. And then I think tonight, by the time you listen to this video, it's going to be a completely different day. You guys going to see the tweets that I bookmarked and saved during the Vax Live thing. And the minute I did that video, and I said, nah, that's going to be for Friday night for you guys. And then tomorrow, the next day, I don't know. I don't have anything set for you guys for Saturday night. All right, maybe I should make it a habit. Create some things Friday night and Saturday night for you guys. For those who are at home who's not partying. All right, there's another tweet. She bookmarked. Tina and Michelle, without both of you, there is gonna be no Sussex Squad. You are the real foundation. It's from you that I learned what the British monarchy and their press are lying and smearing in plain sight about Meghan Markle. I started reading, listening, and digging, and I said, hell no, that's me here. All right, not in my watch. Okay, after what happened to Lady Diana, okay, who by then wasn't so lucky. I don't want repeat of history ever again. So when I saw how accurate with proof, receipt, and etc., okay, I was so happy because it shows that you are not here to play with those racist people. I admire you both for everything. To me, you are my hero. Okay, I'm telling you, at the beginning when I didn't know who they were, one of them, either Tina or Michelle, I had some disagreement because I was so upset with what I saw, and I went on Twitter and then I started saying my thing, and then it happened to be either Tina or Michelle's post. Okay, and then I said something, and Tina was like, I think I tagged Omid Scobie in that, and she told very nicely. I have to be honest. She told me to take it down, and not knowing the unwritten rule about certain posts, not to tag certain people on the thing, but instead you could put the pound sign. And she told me to remove it, to delete the tweet, and I said no, I'm not gonna delete it. And then she said, if you don't delete it, I'm gonna block you. I said go ahead, and then the black went. I'm fine with it. I was hey, I said what I said. I'm telling you. All right, but much respect, knowing who she is now and things like that. Educate myself a little bit more about the squad, and I always have respect for her. For her to be the first few ones to really, the first one to figure out the game that was being played there. All right, let's see here. After what happened, okay, that's this. So when I saw how accurate with proof and receipt and etc., I was so happy because it shows that you are not here to play with those racist people. I admire you both for everything. To me, you are my hero, my warrior, my guerrier, my Amazon, and much more, my Sussex Squad. The meaning of Sussex equals success. The meaning of squad is warrior. So it means that whatever you are going to do to achieve is going to be successful because you have the blessing and anointment of our Lord. The road is not going to be easy. It will be bumpy. It will be hard. It will be so stressful. But in final, you are going to harvest your recall. recalled and was it with proudness. Okay, so Amazon. Okay, love you. I believe. Okay, I believe know that one day there is going to be a movie about the Sussex Squad. All right, let's see here. Loss. When I first joined the Sussex Squad, I look up to see you as an example of what kind of person and member I would have loved to be. After many years, you're still a landmark for me and for everyone because of your kindness and smartness. I love you so much. Thank you, God. Was it? Thanks God you exist. All right. Well, Natasha, thank you so much. I look to people like you when I am getting hot and bothered and about the response negative to someone or something. It helps calm me down, and most time can respond and measure way. Michelle and I, okay, are work in progress. We love you all. All right. Am I following her? Yeah, I am. All right, what is this? British royal family and the press are trying to kill Meghan Markle and her unborn child. All right, lazy will Rose and KKK are racist. All right. I think everything you stand for and your action speaks to who you truly are. Anybody who attack you is usually an issue within themselves and they're annoyed by your content. All right, live authentically every day. That's another thing with Harry. He had to live his life authentically. Okay, he can't be thinking of what the clowns are gonna say about him. Okay, thank you so much. Sometimes people rightfully don't like us because something we may have done. Okay, I'm okay with that, but I learn from every disagreement I have with people. I always re-examine my action or response or think, quote, what could I have done differently, and quote, then put it into action. That's all right. People, this is why I always say, when you recognize you're wrong, you should pat yourself in the back, because this is something that's hard to do. When you know you are wrong about something and you make a change of it, this is huge. All right. Usually it's other people who can easily point your mistakes, your wrong, your flaws, and everything like that. But when you yourself to recognize your own wrong, you better say, thank you, Lord. Do all the praise that you can to recognize it and then make the change. You have to make the change. Change always happen with you first. All right. People, no matter what people say, you're not going to change. But until you decide to make the change. Okay, let me read some few more. All right, I've said this before and I will say it again. You two are the only reason I am on any social media. I remember how nauseated I used to feel when the hate campaign against Meghan really kicked in. I was unable to verbalize why, but knew something was wrong. Part one, I thank God I was able to know it. Is the negative thing. It's the negative tabloid that caught my attention. So be like, why? She just got there. So I start looking more into Meghan, okay, to find out who she was, what she did, and all of that. I knew of Meghan, but I didn't know who Meghan really was. Still, you know, from afar, I still don't know who Meghan really was. But in the public facade, what was she about? Oh my God, it's already an hour. Okay, I joined Twitter last year because I kept hearing about Sussex Squad. I started off by listening to a podcast and was amazed. For a while, I equate Sussex Squad to only Tina and Michelle because of their consistent dedication on our free. Don't stop what you're doing. Okay. Oh, I am so happy you found this incredible community through us. Love you. Okay, tell them, sis. Everyone, okay, I can't read that. They want to bully Harry and Meghan and peace, but we reject this. That's exactly that. And we said no more, no to bullies. That's right, because they've been always have their ways. Because I remember coming across a documentary about when Princess Diana was divorcing Charles and stuff like that. And all those men, my God, who were defending Charles, and then bashing Princess Diana and all of that. I'm like, oh my God, Princess Diana, it's like, how the hell did she did it? Because she was fighting all those men. I cannot believe, and they still could win her. They had to kill her. My goodness, she is something. Oh my goodness. when you think about it, Princess Diana did the very best till the end. And I think she even said that she's not going down without fighting, and a fight that she did. And I'm glad she did, because now people could resort their negativity. The people of the good brain could resort their negativity about Meghan and say, "Oh, this is what happened to Diana." You have all those men, every tabloid, every media that were out there were bashing Princess Diana. How in the hell? I mean, if you think about it, for one guy who should have been, who's gonna be king, who get all these people against a woman, you have to think this is a pretty tiny man. This is a pretty tiny man who everything have to beat down a woman. You have to do all of that, and a fight that Princess Diana did, a fight she gave them. Okay, and look at this. Everything is exposed. His son, okay, Princess Diana's son, which is Harry, is able to see through the crack and said, "Nope, I'm not going that path." All right, so she didn't lose her life for no reason. Okay, changed his son's life and said, "I see the pattern. I better move out of there." All right, so Princess Diana my God, I don't know. I never been in that situation, and I'm praying to God I never be, because this was one heck of a battle that Princess Diana went through, and she died in the process. My goodness. All right, and there's other tweet that I came across where once they realize, they won't leave her alone. She's trying to move on with her life. She's dating Jody Fayed, and once they find out he's a different race, and oh my God, these people went after her too, and this is where the end came. My God, this is something I could never comprehend. I could never comprehend. The same thing with Harry and Meghan. They tell them go back to America, which they did. This is where that song came in. They did, and then they're still going at them. And then right now they just have to be in their zone and their own bubble. All right, yeah, definitely Michelle and Tina are the best. It's through them I found out. Okay, some other people saw it, and believe me, they saw it way before me. All right, next tweet. All right, 25. LOL. Now Dax is talking about Warrior Expert. He thinks y'all are insane. Okay, I need to listen to that podcast. What makes one a Warrior Expert? Where does one go to get the bullshit degree and Warrior Experting? Okay, I never listened to him before. He's good. Carnival of so-called expert, and he is right. Okay, and like a lot of people, it is not a follower, casual or otherwise, of the royal family, and could see just from this brief research how oft up the inevitable contract is. He called it as he saw it. Okay, he's right. Apparently, anyone with an opinion or good imagination can call themselves a royal expert. I don't read article that say royal expert on them. I know it's just made up. I mean, they're not gonna say I'm a royal expert. What? Yeah, they do. Okay, I take that back. They do. Okay, because when they are on national television in the US, they're saying royal expert this and stuff. Yep. Okay, he's right. Apparently, he's like, how do you become an expert of this? Royal. Is there a blueprint or how to be royaling? So, to be an expert of something, there have to be something written. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. So once you understand all of these, okay, and then you are an expert of it. But people are living their lives or doing things. Variables may appear left and right. So how can you be an expert on all of this? That's what I'm trying to. But anyway, alright, Roy expert synonymous with insanity. Okay, I had a dark app and listening to the entire convo. Alright, so this is something I need to listen. That's why I have that on my profile. He's right. That was the best part to me. That was the best part to me. Yeah, okay. Next tweet. Okay, there's the professor. Quote, I think we underestimate our own patriotism, end quote. Dax trying to figure out why his friend makes absolutely zero sense when it comes to Meghan. Oh, so he compared it to a Chinese national wooing one of the Obama's daughter. Meanwhile, I said racism and xenophobia, and he got there too. So, okay, so believe me, so they touch many topics. Okay, I try to understand that, and I get being patriotic, but it is no excuse for racism and xenophobia. Okay, it has to come from a place of thinking your nation, race, etc. is superior and has been blessed. We definitely get a good amount of that in the US as well. Okay, his analogy was not a good one. The English friend had obviously been brainwashed by the racist xenophobic press, as some of my friends have been, said I'm English. But hey, they see what they see. This is why sometimes you have to make your own observation to see the truth for yourself. And don't. I'm not saying to avoid any warning. If somebody tell you something, listen to it, but don't take it full face value. You could have it on back of your head when you see something similar to that present itself. You could rethink back of what your friend said and say, oh, she did tell me about this. But at the same time, you know, you need to make your own observation, give the people a chance and stuff like that. All right. If Obama's daughter came out blasting the US for no reason, I will feel a type of way because it gets on my nerve when people make statements about the US on social media. But if I see that our country is doing racist, horrible things to her and she spoke out, I won't be mad. Okay, I too enjoy his mental walkthrough of that. There is a nationalism mixed with racism and xenophobia all there. I don't think I appreciate the nationalism of the Brits at play as much before this. Okay, I will have absolutely no problem with Malia talking up with Chinese national. Not that it's any of my business. I don't know. I don't know about the Obama thing. All right, next tweet. Harry, quote, you can't have the top of my head. It's bald and ginger. Bye. That's special. Saying that this bald. Make condolences to Sussex Squad and Page Master. That's Page. LOL, I'm not giving up on his hair. Okay, he been using Jamaican black castor oil. It shows. Why do I feel like I read this before? Some shell oil too. Okay, don't tell Paige any of this. Sis delete before she sees this. Okay, laughing my ass off. He's amazing. Okay, Page Master, are you going to stand for this? My goodness, they'll create a GIF for everything and they find the perfect one that fits to what they're saying. Okay, appreciate the honesty. Okay, Lord, team hair growth, team castor oil and Shimbo, darling. All right, let me move on. I'm almost done. It's already an hour. Okay, so is Archie's dad planning to trend every week now? Not that I'm complaining. When is Prince Harry getting his citizenship? Let's wife him up really quick, y'all. I'm ready to make it official. You are one of a kind. Okay, laughing my ass off. Wife him up, Professor, please. Wife him up. Okay, you are truly original, bro. Okay, Professor. Next tweet. Alright, there's V, Sussex Podcast, trending in England, UK. I think they're starting to realize what they lost. Now they can hear it firsthand. LOL, well done. Okay, Prince Harry is trending over there. Alright, Prince Harry, where's that? And I guess in Canada, Prince Harry. Alright, trending in the US too. Wow. Meghan Mood, Sussex Squad Pass, and Dax Shepard. Okay, he was trending in the US as well. Okay, fan wish Robert Pattinson happy birthday. That was yesterday. Okay, nah, they are bitching and mourning because he said in his 20s he didn't want the job. I don't know why when he has said he preferred being in war zone than in the UK. That is true. Okay, in the US too, Americans are hungry for a new celebrity. I don't know about that. They just like his whatever's going on. Okay, Harry texts with Katy Perry's husband. Okay, why did I bookmark this? I really think he shouldn't hate on Katy just because she didn't like Meghan's wedding dress, whatnot. Okay, she never said anything negative about her since that one incident. I think she's okay. I don't personally like her, but I'm sure she's okay. Alright, that's not the reason people hate on Katy. Alright, so what's the hate about? Alright, so somebody can, may not like somebody's dress. That's just something. Okay, I don't like the way you do your hair. That is it. Should I hate you personally? I don't think so. Will I do that to my hair? Maybe not. But whatever. Let's see. Also, he only talked about the fact they have a neighbor group chat about paparazzi. It's not being friends. Yeah, I doubt they're bosom buddies or ever will be. A lot of these people are just neighbors to Harry and Meghan. I'm in a neighborhood group chat with my neighbors. but we don't have cookouts together or whatnot. I think some people in my building were having those kind of things too, like a chat thing. Where did I find it? Oh, they posted by the mailbox to join the chat. I never did. All right, the people I need to be friend with, I already done. They the one with kids and stuff like that. If I need to talk to them, I know where to talk to. And you have some new people coming and they think they all that and doing some stupid things. I don't want to know. Okay, let me stay in my little apartment. Okay, he was about the star and the Gary Janetti cartoon of the Royal family playing Harry. So yeah, both him and Katie are super messy in general, but are clearly passive haters with Harry and Meghan. So I prefer my fave to as far away from them as possible. I don't know what the hate with them. I don't know. Okay, let me read some of these here. Alright, I think he's friend with most of the Brits except Sharon Osbourne and her family. I like him, her not so much. Okay, her, the Orlando Bloom and David Foster that we know about, not good. Harry, not good. Okay, what Orlando done, that's so bad. Okay, that's what I was trying to find. Alright, let's see here. Gary Janetti's show, which is an extension of Gary's Meghan Markle Instagram hate account. Huh, Orlando is on that show? Okay, Orlando literally asked Prince Harry permission for being in it, and he has been okay with it. Okay, see, I don't know any of that. He himself said in an interview. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's almost like asking the tabloid permission to do this. And I don't know. I mean, he could maybe. It's almost like, okay, you could be friend with someone, okay, let's say your best friend, whatever, marry somebody, you could still be friend with that husband too, but at a different level kind of thing. All right, where for instance you could call your girlfriend, okay, any day, anytime, or something like that, talk about anything. But will you call the husband to have the same kind of conversation? No. So I mean, maybe Orlando Bloom have a different branch of kind of friendship with Harry than the other person. I don't know. But the other thing we should ask, just because the other guy is racist, whatever, the Janetti thing, I don't know, never listened to him, I don't know him, but I've heard about him. But maybe when they go over there, they don't talk about Harry. But if Orlando Bloom was bashing Harry and Meghan on that platform to add more insult to injury, then I would say, okay, I'm out of this. I don't deal with that. So I could understand people have different set of friends you not approve of. Just because you don't like them, that doesn't mean, they should not be friends with them. That's the way I see it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who the Janetti is. I've heard Squad through Twitter talking about him, but I know I don't follow. All right, next tweet. Okay, beautiful soul. Okay, she must have been in her mid-20s in this pic. Okay, the South African tour 2019. Really? Alright, the squad remember everything. Okay, no, this picture was taken on the South African tour 2019. This is new to me. Let's look at it. Wow, how could I don't know. How could you could see this is when it I don't know, but the squad know their things. Next tweet. Okay, I think I'm almost done. Prince Harry is literally upstanding guy. I really do love how candid he was during the podcast. He doesn't shy away from his privilege, but he is honest about the struggle he deals with and things he gone through. Okay, you can tell he is in a good place right now. Okay, hardly upstanding. He's about as low as you can go. Well, hey, you could think though, but guess what? He's in his space. All right, all those things that used to get him angry, all those things we used to see that used to happen to him in the UK and stuff like that. Hey, he's in his place. It may not be your standard, but he's at his standard right now. Harry Markle is a top book. Was it black? Wow. Okay. Okay, upstanding guy, really? A guy with no moral conscience whatsoever. My goodness, when people talk about moral, think of the pedophile that's over there, the things that's going over there. You tell me moral, let's compare this with what Harry's doing. Trying to do things for good, helping people who raising money for charities, helping people get out of their bad situation and that. All right, I think he has a good moral. Okay, a guy who takes some kind of perversive pleasure by throwing his under the bus time and time again. But what have his family have done to him? Okay, action and reaction. His father does know very well, with no security, what could happen. Took the money away from him, took security away from him. Oh, you tell me, what about this? And he knew what happened to his mom without having security. Okay, so which means Harry doesn't exist to Prince Charles. All right, so I've said this before. If he could do these kind of things, okay, especially the security, or at least he could provide that security, and Harry could do his own thing, find way to find food for himself, okay? But at least the security part, he should have provided that. But he took everything away from him. From my understanding, I could be wrong, but from my understanding, he took security away from him. So now they were and fumble, borders were gonna close, he need a place to stay and all of that. So you tell me, what kind of moral is that? Especially when Charles knew what happened to Harry's mother for not having security. So who has the lack of moral? And talking about moral, what did Charles do during his marriage with Princess Diana? Going into other woman's bed, okay, being a tampon to some, and now look at this, and he married her. All right. If Charles had any moral, you know what he would have done? Not marry Princess Diana. Okay, that would have been a good moral kind of thing here. Okay, if you never love her, you shouldn't even put her in that space to have those two kids and this and that. Okay, maybe Harry and the other one could have been born into a different set of family, whatever God wanted. But this, with his selfish, okay, thinking he could have whatever he want, and then expect Diana to bend and accept all his BS and all of this. All right, so this is moral you're talking about? Please. All right, let's see. He truly does need therapy. The pair of them do. He did say he need therapy for his wrong. I think the others need some therapy too. But I don't know if any therapy will change these people, because the kind of BS they ingrain in them, that thing will never, it's lost cause. All right, but they could try. Never say never. But these other moral people need some help. They definitely need help. Okay, no, he isn't. Okay, he continued to bash his family who gave him everything. And they took everything away. All right, his spoiled, obnoxious, rude, and whiny. All right, he gave everything back. Whatever they took. But these people are crazy. All right, look, Karen, you definitely are a Karen, but with a K. All right, next tweet. Okay, I think some people were fully prepared to lie until it was emphatically studied over and over again that receipts were kept. Okay, the interview was a warning, in my opinion. They're talking about the lawsuit. Okay, yes, given the confidence they had in the beginning, they were prepared to lie to no end, and the receipt was like a slap in the face to their deceit. And like I said, I think God was working with the Sussexes. How could a lawyer send something discreet to the other side's lawyer? So God was working with them. All right, that's that. They had no idea who Doria Ragland's daughter is. They thought they were dealing with a naive person. Meghan been in this street. She knows what's up. And the thing is too, there was that mentality of black people are lesser than, or not smart, or not this. They really buy up to their BS. They really buy it. They believe it. So now you see stupidity. I mean, this is why they were willing to go and lie in court. Yeah, they were willing to do that. But the baby girl was like, go ahead. This is why she wasn't phasing, and said, I got receipt, do what you please, but I want to have my say, because that's the only thing I have on you for bashing me all these years, for that period of time that she was over there. And like I said, those roadblocks after roadblocks Meghan have gone through as a child, and growing up, looking for a job, her car was broken and all of that. These things make the mind strong. All right, so she never give up. She is a fighter. So they really thought they were gonna scare her. She was like, you could do whatever you want, but we're gonna go to court. We are going to court. You bring your receipt, I'll bring mine, and let it be known. Okay, they had no idea who Doria. Okay, that's the one I just read. Let's see here. Okay, you keep saying it all down to Meghan. Well, Harry been dealing with these lies for years. I'm sure he's kept a lot of evidence as well. They honestly seem to think that Harry was dumb Jack. That is true. I really think so, because I think Harry just keep it quiet. And he took, when the right time, he just jumped ship. All right, dumb Jack, and that Meghan was a dizzy showgirl. Two intelligent, hardworking people with real value and integrity. Okay, most people would love to have a couple like them in their circle. And I mean, when you, okay, this just came to mind. When you hear people wants to be part of a good circle and stuff like that, but once they get into that circle, most likely they will not like it. The perception of things that they think the Meghan and Harry are, I'm pretty sure they will not like it, but they will bring their negativity into the mix, and then that's when they're gonna realize, that's not for me, that's not for me. I've said this in another other podcast, where I don't think many people will like it, because what they think of Harry and Meghan may not be what it is in real life when they're sitting down. They probably could be as bored as hell, each one of them reading a newspaper, one his feet on the other one lap, and for them that's their moment. Some people may not like that, or maybe when they're sitting around discussing who can we help and what sort of charity should we do, and this may not be for you. All right, but you know, those kind of things, I think they've grown out of their younger years, the partying thing. I'm not saying Meghan was, but based on what I know, I've seen on the tabloid about Harry, he moved out of that phase. All right, let's see here. So yeah, when she said in that circle, that's what came to mind. I'm not saying she is, I don't know, I'm just reading this, but usually when people wants to be part of a circle, they bring the toxicity into the circle, and then when the circle reject them, you know, they realize, okay. Let's see, German said trust is good, but control is better. What was not documented was not done. Okay, Meghan knew she would be called a liar. Those receipts are probably locked away in some attorney vault for posterity. Okay, and facing a law for lying under oath if testified. That's why they have no experience with the warmth of American women. It's different from their passive-aggressive behavior in the UK and the US we fight. That is true. Okay, just add to that, American women in love, we love hard and long. Fact. Okay, even we're very much not a racist family, that's in quote, is a lie. We're looking at you, William. Oh my God, let me even quote, we're very much not a racist family, and quote, is a lie. We're looking at you, William. Okay, white supremacists in US see the UK royal family as one of them. Willie Leaks denial notwithstanding. This is why I be saying, in the South, every time I see someone left, well, not every time, I only see it once, but I forgot which document I saw it in. Someone had left either the government or the royal family thing and went somewhere down south, because that's where they are being, and I think something is really cooking down there. All right, let's see here. The Buckingham Palace would like for a Trump train bus to stop using a Photoshop image of the Queen and a mega hat, please. Really? Okay, but I'm told Trump train. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, but they're pretending, you know, to be not like that, but they were hoping for Trump to win. All right, especially with the thing that's going with the pedal. Okay, the devil caught me with my head down. I got excited until, is there more? Until I looked up and said amen. That's a good one. Okay, I still want to see the receipt just to make Willie squirm. Okay, it's like playing poker. Okay, once you show your card, that's all you have. Keep them close to your chest and your opponent will cave. Okay, she even has email asking for help, many of them. Okay, that's the thing here. All right, I'm telling you, I think she knows. This is probably a regular practice for her. Whenever she sends something, or probably CC it to herself someplace else, a different email or something like that, that's not part of the royal family, or why is it blind copy or something to herself to a different account. Everything she sent with the Buckingham Palace email account, and then she BCC it to herself to a different account. Okay, that's not part of the royal family. Alright, that's what I think happened. Okay, this is exactly right. They didn't realize the Sussexes have been busy building a power base of their own in the United States, that KP couldn't control the US and global press public opinion the way they control the UK. Okay, that Harry and Meghan were working with top expert, and that Oprah was a warning shot. What is it? And some old tweet I come across where one of those royal expert was downgrading Oprah, like she's part of the Kardashian and so. Like, I was like, what? Do they know what they're getting themselves to? My goodness, someone who was minding her own business. Look at this. Oprah is part of the conversation every now and then because of the work that she's doing with Harry. Okay? When you're used to dealing with people who gaslight you, you learn to keep a receipt. That is true. This is a very insightful tweet. That is true. That is true. Okay, Doria Flower. I have been fighting since I was a child. I'm not a survivor. I am a warrior. That is good. Okay, it dates the refusal in November, 2 days of desperate calling by the Mail on Sunday attorney. I'm trying to remember what was going on back in November that finally made him understand he was going to be called and shredded. They couldn't have still believed she dropped it by then. All right. I mean, they try everything. They knew they didn't have anything, but they even went to Trump thing and all of that. They knew they had nothing. And until it was made clear they won't have the protection of the actual crown because of the protection of the future crown isn't thing that really exists. Yeah, they try everything. All right. It's also didn't help that Mel and Sunday lawyer kept looting and shrillings. Okay. I mean, my God, these people, they become so stupid, paranoid with the thing. Tabloid style lawyers for tabloid trash. Okay. Receipt for house. Okay, for house wedding, house renovation. I don't think I heard about that. Okay, who said that? Okay, yes, a lesson for everybody. We need to keep receipt. Trust is dead. That's right. Okay, I hate the fact that people like this presenter see tweet, take a dig at Meghan and Harry any opportunity. Okay, let's see this. I'm not gonna go into that, but let me read it. You can't help taking a dig at Harry and Meghan just like all the women and men with platform, could you? Okay, you disrespect the name of Anne Boiler. Okay. Why don't you use your real name? Okay, maybe it is, I don't know. Let's see here. All right, this might be the last one. Prince Harry slammed Joe Rogan over vaccination remark. Yeah, I sort of mentioned him on my one of my podcasts, but I didn't mention him by name. Okay, of course, those two be all about getting vax. Their oh shit and quote found is a basket of big pharma stocks. It's what they'll dip into when they can no longer tell cut weight protein powder, and late night TV, or when podcasting no longer captivate because it's boring and hard work. Okay, so Prince Harry has joined the woke squad. Okay, Joe Rogan getting slammed by a guy whose balls are in a nice jar on a shelf. What the hell? I don't understand this. Okay, did he? Okay, I don't. Let's see here. Two of this. Okay, I can't see it. Okay, calm it down, Prince Harry. You did just move out of your parents' house. My money on Joe Rogan, not Prince Harriet. Okay, if you said so. But you remember, Harry is a soldier, so don't underestimate. Okay, Harry went to combat in Afghanistan. Joe hosted a show where the contestant ate farm animal penises. Okay, my money is on Harry. That's that too. Wow, that's really relevant. If only combat experience help in a debate about vaccine. Well, I would love to see that. Let him and Joe Rogan have it. Okay, I agree with you, but I actually responding to a person tweet, not referring to a vaccine. Duh. Okay, I lost brain cells when I listened to Joe Rogan speak. I know he exhibits. I never listen to him. Sometimes when he's talking, it's like, occasionally I come across some of his things when he's talking about what is it, Johnny Depp thing. I think I've shown you some of his things, but it's not someone I will definitely listen to. Okay, dude has like 30 million followers to what? All right. I mean, followers doesn't mean, some people follow just to make news out of it. All right, different. Look at, but anyway, I'm nowhere to compare because I even black people. I don't even want people to follow me. Okay, difference between two. Joe Rogan is humble and repeatedly say he's not an expert but like to ask questions. The former prince like humility. Really? And think we gave a damn about his opinion. Alright, you don't have to. If I want the royal family point of view, I will ask Will because he's still in it. Okay, you'll get some good. That would be good. That fall into the thing. I would like for Will to go into one of those podcasts where they ask him question on top of his head. Don't even give him the question ahead of time. That's what I would want to do, because you have Harry who goes there, nothing was scripted, and they talk to him. I want him to be in a hot seat. I'm not complaining about this comment, but I would like to see it. Okay, no one gave a fuck what Princess Harry has to say. Okay, no one in the UK, and since 1776, no one on here. But okay, these are the other branches of people. Let's see here. But guess what? He's doing a lot of things. I'm wondering if some of those people are doing anything about those poor countries who don't have vaccination. All right, they probably just waiting for those people to die out so they could go and take the land. That's pretty much that. But Harry wants those people to be survive and still be protecting their land. All right, so you have those people who's just about money. That's exactly that. They're using that pandemic to let people die and then just go and scoop the land. And then eventually one day or the other, they too gonna die. That's the thing I don't get. All right, let me do two more. Okay, I can't sleep. I've got confession to make, as I hear it's good to for the soul. I'm in love with someone else's husband. To be honest, I'm not usually this type of woman, but I just can't get him out of my head after hearing this. They'll said tone on a podcast. It is worth the risk. Okay, people just laughing. I'm going to report you to Meghan. Why? I think I'm gonna risk it anyway. I just need to get a rice recipe. Right, and who knows? Right, I'm not gonna go there. I'm trying to stop this podcast. I have enough. Okay, that plus the recent picture. Come on, man. I'm not that person. Okay, you go find your own man with a lovely podcast voice and leave Meghan husband alone. Sure. Excellent GIF. Okay, the way he looks at Meghan, none of us will ever have a shot, but it's okay to browse to sweet pastries in the cast and harmful lust a bit. I'm thinking something crazy I don't even want to say. It keeps you young, and Lordy, I do need young. Good point. My girl has definitely got him unlocked. She's lucky girl. I'm gonna say, in your room, put a picture of him and you have your vibrator. You should be good. Let me get out of there. Okay, that's the last one, so that's good. Okay, the UK press is big mad that Harry is destroying their livelihood. Harder to write bogus narrative when Harry tell us exactly what's going on. If that island is losing their shit over the podcast, what will be next week when the Apple TV series drop? Do you think has? And the thing about the last podcast, the last tweet that I come where some people were saying they want to ask, well, these are people who don't know, all right? I'm taking it for face value. They don't know what really going on. If they were paying attention to some of us that see what's really going on, I think they will have a different perspective. But, you can't blame them. But instead, I take them on their word. Okay, I would love to see William sit on a podcast where they ask him question, and then you have receipt to show him based on his answers. All right, so that's pretty much it. There's another thing that I bookmarked, but I don't think I want to show it. Is this that has to do with politics, so I don't know what's going on. Incredible show of community and solidarity from the people of Glasgow. Shame on immigration enforcement officials for targeting an area with a large Muslim community. So I guess other people in the community come and, I don't know. I didn't listen to it. Let's see. I really don't know what this was about. Okay, no person is illegal, and Scotland, we welcome all refugees. Okay, I saw it, I bookmarked it, so let me not spend time on it. All right, let me see notification. What's going on? Okay, there's Myra. Okay, that's still about that. All right, so that's it. Let me do a quick prayer. All right, prayer. Pray for what? Let's say for protection. Protection is always good. Let's go on image. Let's pick this. All right. He who dwell in the secret place of the Most High shall remain stable and fixed under the shadow of the Almighty, whose power no foe can withstand. Psalm 91:1. Alright, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. Oh my god, now I have so much to edit. It's like 4 hours. Alright, thanks for watching.
We'll be right back.